seems like a lot of fun. But yeah, hopefully now, guys, the rest of the stream will go ahead as usual. Oh, we have a moth. Hello, Miss Moth.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, is my microphone working okay? The reason I was late a second was because I realised I didn't have it plugged in at all.
No,
We hear you just fine.
So, I'm going to hand it over to you guys while I go and find myself something to eat. But yeah, today's topic is D&D. Discuss.
D&D. Huh.
Have a good breakfast, lunch, Miney.
Enjoy.
Thank you for that.
I have never actually played D&D.
Really? Have you wanted to?
No, never actually really been into it.
Have you ever played any other role-playing?
I've played Magic the Gathering.
See, I've never played that. That's like a card game, right?
It is, yeah.
And there's like the cards have powers, stuff like that. What I gather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a big deck, little deck, depending on how you play.
Is it fun?
I like it myself. My husband likes it, and my brother enjoys it a lot. Yes.
Fair dude.
My husband hates my dark deck.
Your dark deck? What does that mean?
My black deck means it kills a lot of people.
Oh wait, so you have different decks?
There's different colors. You've got white, you've got black, you got red, blue, green. You got... I think that's all the colors, because obviously you've got the elements. You've got fire, you've got earth, you got water. Obviously, dark. You've got light for, like, healing.
Like white magic?
Like light. Yeah, white magic, dark magic.
How long have you played?
On and off for a few years. I mean, I haven't really played any recently. In the last year, it's just not easy to play here in my house, and it's not really... Magic's not really wide known in my area, so it's not a lot of gatherings for people to get together for Magic.
Magic the Gathering without the gatherings.
Right. Oh.
I just woke up. What's up, guys?
Hello.
I'm in the same boat of sorts. So, coffee.
It's morning for you guys, isn't it? It's afternoon for me.
Yeah,
it's 10 a.m. for me.
It's legit 9:07 for me.
Yeah.
I legit just woke up.
My son was awake before 6 a.m. and then kept waking me up every couple hours. So, you know.
I'm pretty awake, but I'm quite tired because I did get up at about 7 this morning to go shopping.
I woke up at like 6:30 because I had a stomach ache, and then while I was trying to fall back asleep, there was really loud thunder, and I was just like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And then I promptly passed the fuck out again. So
I'm so bad recently turning my alarms off and going. Bad habit.
I don't even use alarms. I legit just whenever I wake up, but I was going to fall back asleep because I woke up and then I looked at my phone and all I had read was a ping that had my name where it was talking about the mod takeover, and I was like, fuck.
Well, I lost track of time. I was on the stream, but I wasn't ready. I didn't have my mic plugged in or anything. Shit, is it 3 o'clock already?
Okay. I'm gonna have to go AFK for a few minutes. My in-laws are gonna be here to drop off Christmas gifts.
Oh, exciting!
Fun.
You might need to. Yes. Sorry, I was talking to my dad.
Guido.
I'm gonna mute for a second.
You play D&D.
Huh?
You
What?
play D&D.
Yeah, I've played D&D a few times.
Are you at the moment too?
No. At the moment, I am a witness to 2 separate
A
campaigns.
witness.
Legit witness me.
Are there legal proceedings involving these campaigns?
No, it's just more or less like there's 2 campaigns that are already happening with like some of my friends and stuff,
Mhm.
and they want me to still be involved, but they can't just like add me into campaign.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm just like I'm called a witness.
I see. Well, so do you
Yeah.
go along, but you just hang
Yeah,
out and watch?
I just listen and stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the time, what I've been doing is like I will pull up like whatever thing they have happening in the Discord and stuff,
Mhm.
because they both use separate apps because it's 2 separate DM as well. But they both use separate apps to like show off like the scenery and everything else like that. And so I'll pull that up and I will legit just fucking type more in my story while they're playing D&D. And I will just react randomly and type in their chats and stuff because they have like an audience chat, and then I just type in gen chat as well. And then I'll just shit post with memes because that's me. So, you know, the typical ZMAC stuff that I do.
Well,
I guess.
that happens in the campaign. We'll be having a serious conversation with character, and then someone just in the chat on Discord like posting gifs that they think are relevant.
Yeah. So I have 2 characters lined up for future games because one of them is going to be one in particular that I want to do to like redeem this character because the last time I played D&D, she died the first session. She was
Ooh.
also resurrected though, because our DM was a necromancer. He was playing as a necromancer.
Okay.
So it was just like, yes, you knew this would happen.
What's the character?
So it's just a character that I hold close to me. It's hard to explain. I have multiple personalities, and she's been one of my personalities since I was 18.
Nice.
Essentially, and so it's just I've been wanting to use her as a character just because I know she wants to.
Mhm.
So
What's
that's
the-
basically the
What's the character's
best
name? Their name?
Toko.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
Toko
what
Hikari.
what like pass combo feats and
Okay.
stuff will you play?
So she's going to be a wizard, I think. Something like that, because I wanted her to have like specific powers that could deal with like weather manipulation.
Mhm.
And she's also going to have a djinn, and the djinn is going to have given her a electric violin, so like a violin that has like lightning as the strings.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So does she pick up? Will she have proficiency? Then.
Well, she's going to have proficiency in a few different things, but I'm unsure exactly what at this moment.
Mhm.
Again, like she's still very early stages, but like she's already been talked about pretty in depth with my friend.
Mhm.
But again, like I'm going to have to tweak things anyways whenever it finally gets to that point that we get to do that campaign, because again, that's still months from now, from whenever I finally get to use her. The next character, however, that I do know that I will be using, because again, Toko isn't for a while, but there's another short campaign that happens right before that one. Same DM and everything, because it's my best friend. My next one is going to be a male character who's based somewhat off of a character from Kingdom Hearts and one of my other friends.
Oh, wait, a character based off a real person.
Yeah.
Dangerous territory. Will they be in the campaign as well?
Oh yeah, no. So my friend, like, I mean, a lot of people already know about this, but it's my friend Garrett. I know some people here have actually seen him before, with like, because I think Miney's played with him once or twice. But my friend Garrett is very much a, like, you guys think that my name on Discord is funny? He is very much the chaotic bard. But so he's going to be a witness like I was. So he's still going to be able to like interact with us and like write out stuff here and there, like if he wants to and shit. But since he's also the inspiration, I'm going to be DMing him a lot during it and just being like, hey, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to like, do this? Do you want me to try and kill us? Because I'll fucking do it.
Interesting. It's almost like dual piloting the character.
Yeah, it will be. We're dual piloting this Jaeger, you know.
Be like, Garrett, take the wheel.
Garrett, take the wheel for me. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap back.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So this character is going to be a rogue, who talks a lot, and is just wild and crazy, and also he's probably going to have a specific thing. Let me see if I can find it, because I'm pretty sure that I'd saved it. But it's a specific set of boots that should not exist, and I love them. And I remember, because they were sent in one of the two, I think it was sent in, yeah, so it was sent in one of the D&D Discords, and my friend didn't notice them immediately, so I had to fucking send it to him. I was just like, hey, can we give these to Hawk, which is my next character, and he's just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I'm just like, cool. So I'm gonna have those at some point, which is just great.
Speaking of interesting boots, there's a pair of boots that I'm in two campaigns DMing, playing, and in the campaign the other player's character has boots that he rolled a nat 1 to identify like about 30 sessions ago. And so his character has been convinced this whole time that they are boots of fire protection, but they are definitely not. We don't know what they do, but they definitely do not protect him from fire. And so there have been multiple instances where the rest of us have had to stop him like walking into fire because he 100% believes his boots will protect him.
Where should I post this? God damn it.
Oh, maybe in like on the Discord in the tabletop, I guess. That's the channel for that, isn't it?
I see dice rolls.
If you go to gaming under like all game chat and Final Fantasy
there's tabletop. There we go. Boop. That's my future shoes for my character.
The boots of
The boots of
giveth,
questionable.
the boots taketh away. Dirty leather boots render the invisible. The wearer's steps, however, are amplified to near deafening volume. Also, this would be very useful as long as you stealth everywhere by like barrel rolling across the floor.
Well, see, that's the thing, because it's like under my actual character sheet, because all I have so far is just a character sheet. I don't even have stats or anything else, because the way how my friend is going to do it, we have to like buy the stats and stuff.
Oh,
Because fuck doing actual dice rolls, because we are way too good or way too bad with the dice rolls. So under the actual stats for this character, he like he's very talkative and energetic, and it hinders his ability to be sneaky sometimes, because he will legit just be like walking and like see a cute girl across the way and just be like, oh shit, I gotta talk to her, sort of thing. And so everybody around him would have to like roll perception to see if they heard him and stuff, because he just talks whatever the fuck he wants. So that's why I'm just like, no, the boots aren't going to be the issue, it's him himself. He's going to be the issue. Best part about this character, though, is so even though he's a rogue, he's very much also a bard. No, I am not dual classing. It's just the way how he acts is a bard, because he will hit on male or female, as well as just like my favorite part about this entire idea is if somebody hits on him first, he doesn't know how to react, so he'll just do finger guns and just kind of be like,
he's a horny rogue instead of the horny bard type.
Yes, he's the horny rogue. And I love him. I love this character so much.
See, in the game I play, and none of the characters are like, all of us are awkward. Well, the character I play is like 7 years old, so she's a bit, she's a bit past it. But the rest of them are lads, but they're also gosh darn awkward. We were trying to wingman the boots guy into like hitting up an NPC last session, and it was just shockingly bad. He was so awkward.
Oh no.
The thing is, his character's like really gruff and like has a really low intelligence score as well, so he's just not the best, and he's not got he's the lowest charisma of all of us. The only things he's good at is strength and wisdom.
Oh no.
So he was trying to chat up this like furball lass that we the rest of us were giggling behind. But we also we rescued a princess early on, and our friend now, and I think all of us ship one of the other characters called Seth with her. But the thing is, it's really like will they, won't they, because neither of them will fucking talk to each other. So like every time we're like around the princess, like we meet up with her and we're talking to her about like, our adventures or something, she's always like, "Hi Seth, how are you?" And then he's like, "I'm good, thanks. How are you?" And it's just like, why don't you just kiss already?
Just kiss. I'm trying to. Okay, so here is my like photo reference of him, and yeah, his name is stupid because I had asked my friend Garrett what his last name should be, so thank him for the last name.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's him. His name is Hawk Cox.
Oh.
Cox.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hawk
because
was that?
because it's a okay. Well, Hawk is because Garrett's gamer tag is Hawk310, and then
is that Hawk or Hawk? Sorry.
Hawk.
Hawk Cox. Okay.
Yeah, here, there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. In American accent, Hawk and Hawk sound like the exact same, at least to my ear.
Yeah. Plus, it also doesn't help that I'm like slurring my words because I'm still trying to fully wake up.
That's alright.
I like
it.
The middle name, or it's not even a middle name. It's just a nickname for him. Is Darkblade, and so the entire running joke for this character is going to be him constantly telling people, "Please call me Darkblade," and nobody ever does. And my friend already knows about this, but like at some point, one random NPC is going to be like, "Ah, yes, Master Darkblade," and he'll just be like, "Guys, it's happening, and he'll just start crying.
We have a bit of that in the campaign I play, and the boot guy again. He's a ranger. Well, he's a multi-class. He's enough of a ranger to be able to provide us good berries, so he gives us our food, so we don't have to worry about eating. But he'll always make it out to people like he's this amazing chef. He'll be like, "Yes, I'm the chef of the party. You can call me the gourmand." And we actually met this tribe of people who like sort of revered chefs, and they were asking him to give like an example of his cooking, so he just had to conjure some good berries because that's all he can actually do. And give them like 5 berries. I mean, they were quite impressed that he managed to conjure them from thin air, but it wasn't like quite what they were expecting, I think.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back. Yeah, one of my other times I ever got to play, I miss this character because this campaign has already fully finished and everything at this point. Actually, it finished without me, but I was still there technically. It's a long story. I will explain it in a second.
The way you're holding it's up, the one with the tag.
Tag is
yep.
Directional.
Yep. Sorry.
But my last character was she was a sorceress and draconic tiefling. Yeah. And she had iridescent scales on top of that, so they would shift from like her normal skin tone to whatever color dragon it was, which was a blue dragon. So she would go from like a pinkish to bluish whenever like she would shift in the sun or whatever. Yeah.
In the campaign, I DM my. Well, firstly, like all my players saw. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong, but like there's 6 of them, and I think 4 of them are either sorcerers or are multi-classing into sorcerer. So just like all of these sorcerers. It's just magic flying everywhere. But also one of them is a warlock, and their patron is Oberon, like the fairy lord. And they described their sort of version of Oberon to me. Said that he has iridescent scale, like he has like sort of like butterfly wings, those scales, and all the scales are iridescent green and pink. I think that's a really cool color combination. That often.
Yeah.
I think it fits for a fairy, green and pink. They also always like flavor all their magic as being pink, so like they were in the dark, wandering around like in a dark field last session, which was yesterday, and this player wanted to light the way, so was using light, but was like, I touch the other player's sword and it lights up pink, and the other player, who's like a grumpy paladin, is like, Not really my colour, is it?
Oh no. There was multiple times with that character that there was a lot of chaos. I miss that campaign. But so like the pandemic and everything happened, everybody else wasn't able to like get their schedules together at the right times anymore for the most part. And then
Scheduling work.
my character, like she was there to be there essentially. Like I was thrown in during one session, which actually, okay, let me just say my first session with this group was just phenomenal. So on top of, you know, me being a sorceress, I also had like a green lantern ring, so I could do a like specific sentence and basically just produce whatever the fuck I was thinking of at that moment. And day one, when they found me, I was shackled to a wall being stabbed by cultists who were summoning a hydra using my blood.
Blimey, well, that's an introduction at least, I suppose.
It was one of my friend's NPCs, because he has two NPCs in particular, and both of them have like some sort of connection with my character. One of the NPCs charged to me, freed me without meaning to, and my character legit just like grabs a canteen off of his belt while she's still partially shackled and just starts like drinking, just getting drunk. And then she's fully freed, and then we all have to fucking fight a hydra. At one point I summoned a cantina band to dance and distract the hydra, like one of the hydras. So I legit had to pull up the fucking cantina band song from Star Wars and sitting there dancing. And then the other NPC shows up, which my character immediately starts having an argument with him. And on top of, like, you know, just having an argument with him, I end up legit screaming at my friend. Like, in character. Like, I went fully into character, and I was, like, inches from my friend's face while screaming at him. And so I could see it in his eyes, like, a look of, like, admiration and slight terror from it. Because he had never heard me yell. Like, my voice cracked while I was yelling. I was yelling so hard at him. Because I wanted to punch that character so bad.
In the campaign I play in, I spoke earlier about how character old lady, the other players were like sort of in their 20s, their late 20s. And so I'm sort of like a motherly or a grandmotherly figure to all of them. But it also means that I sometimes really scold them. And I just, like, it's my friends who are, like, the same age as me, but I'm there, like, scolding them like they're a petulant child and I'm their mother. I'm like, it's always when they do some ridiculous, it's always the boot guy. His character's name is Scaldor, the fire resistance boots man. Very loud. He's always just doing the most ridiculous, like, because where he has like no charisma, he's always fucking up every social encounter, and then I'll like pull him aside after, like, what do you think you were doing there? This is irresponsible. You're going to get us all killed. And they look like they like get genuinely upset that I'm scolding them.
No, like in my case, I was legit inches from my friend's face, screaming at him. My pupils dilated as well too, which is why he gave me the slight look of terror. Hence so I was just like, no, this is like a legit, like, I went full into my character.
I love
and
it. My
and
favorite bit of TV.
yeah. Oh, and then it still gets even better. So his character was very much just chaotic. I forget exactly why now because I heard recently that like he was fixed. I mean he's still slightly insane, but definitely not as insane as he was before. But I don't remember why he turned insane to begin with. But his name is Featherbeard. He's a lizard wizard.
Cute.
Uh,
Yeah, the lizard
and
wizard. Love it.
I was mostly mad at him because the last time I had hung out with him, he watched me get kidnapped and literally went, I want to see how this pans out, and just let it happen.
No.
And so that's why I was pissed off at him. And then of course, him being him. Oh, Lilith, it's good to see you. Here, have the salmon. I don't want the fucking salmon. I just want to punch you in your face. And he legit handed me a salmon. And I like, as we were still arguing, I was just like, I want to punch him. And he's like, I mean, you can try, but his stats are way too OP. You're definitely not going to be able to ever fucking hit him. And I'm just like, I just want to hit you then. Like, somebody's getting decked at this moment. And so I'm just like, fine. In a fit of fucking, I want to just throw the salmon towards the Hydra. Like, maybe it can distract the Hydra or something. Who the fuck knows at this point? And he's like, okay, roll to see what happens. And I rolled a fucking nat 20.
Nice.
His face at me, he literally looked at me, looked at my dice, and then just sighed. And just went, in a fit of rage, you throw the salmon at the Hydra, and it acts like a boomerang, hitting all three heads that are there, dealing enough damage to kill the last head. And I legit went, fuck yeah, let's go. And then I dabbed. And everybody else in the room had never met me before, and that was how they fucking met me.
Nice. I think
It
the
was
angriest I ever got, I think, character was when it was classically at the rogue of the party who had been given like a secret task by the DM or like by another NPC, but essentially they'd got a secret task. And so they were asking us all these shady questions. We were on this mission, like infiltrating a foreign kingdom that was at war. It was really dangerous. And he kept asking us, like, have any of you seen a purple gem around? And we were like, what are you on about? Shut up. And then we had this really big fight where we nearly died. And my character was up front, like, she's a monk, but she had the highest HP at that time, so I was sort of tanking it at the front. And he started just running away from the fight, like mid-fight while we were dying, and like one of us went down and he was just running away, and I was like, what is going on? And then when we managed to get up and we did flee the fight in the end, sort of ran away and caught up with him, we then snuck into this castle, and the like BBEG, the big bad, turned up, and we were like hiding behind pillars, like watching, have a conversation with their head general, and they were like, have we retrieved the purple gem? And the general was like, not yet, but we're close. And I just turned to the rogue and I was like, you're working with them, and nearly killed him.
Oh no.
I think I rolled to shove him up against the wall, and sort of I didn't have a knife, but I had knitting needles, so I had like a knitting needle to his throat, and I was like, I will put this through your neck if you don't tell us who you're working for and why you're here.
So Lilith, the campaign is fully over now, and the only reason why I know that is while I was visiting my friend, and I was sat there as he was doing legit the very last session. Because this was recent. This was like a few months ago. My character is dead. She actually technically died twice. Both times without me actually there to control her. So, first time she died, it was while she was trying to go back to the first NPC, the one that saved her and everything else, because that's her love. His name is Bear. He's half man, half bear. He's also a barbarian. I hate the entire fucking pun of it. I also really hate the name that his name is Bear Kuma. So he's literally Bear. I love it. I love it, but I also hate it.
Shit.
It is. It's just God damn it, Moon, why are you here? So she died while she was trying to make her way back there. And Schaefer, I believe it was Schaefer. Schaefer was our BBEG. The others were fighting him, and he managed to res a few of us dead people. Me being one of them. I wasn't there for any of this part because I would have been laughing way too hard at my friend's dice rolls. Needless to say, Lilith got some comeuppance on Featherbeard because all of his rolls were such shit, and she managed to take his book from him and literally just flip him off in the process while she did so. But because of the fact that Bear is legit, like, I think Bear's intelligence is an 8. Bear only saw Lilith and was just like, I protect. Why is everybody attacking her? So instead of just fighting me, they also had to fight Bear, who didn't know that I was dead. Which as I was told all this, I was crying. I was legit crying out of sadness. So Lilith is very much a sad fucking character. Like she's legit just Lilith sad boy Evelyn. Is the full title. She's not a sad boy, but she was also the only female character. So I'm just sad boy. With an I instead of a Y. Just sad boy.
Sad boy.
Sad boy. So Bear Bear refused to attack her because of, him just loving her and everything. And I mean, again, there's even more character relationship or whatever that I could talk about after this. But yeah, so either way, they were fighting her. Bear had tried to protect her because he thought that she was still alive. And Featherbeard was literally had to basically be like, no, she's gone. I don't know what to tell you. She's gone. And Bear still refused to attack her. And so Featherbeard had to literally just, make what was essentially a volcano underneath her feet and burn her again. Oh. Yeah, so she's now ashes at this moment. And Bear has her ashes as well as the resurrection scroll. And that's actually how the campaign fully ended, was one of the other characters got crowned as a king of the new land and everything else, and Bear was talking to some of the other characters about a resurrection scroll and having help with how to use it and stuff, because he's horrible at reading and stuff, but he wants to make sure that it's a true blue resurrection scroll because he wants Lilith back exactly how she was.
Playing a literate character. Yeah. One of the characters in my campaign can't read, but he pretends to be able to, so he'll just grab the letter or the text, just pretend, just make up what he thinks it will say.
No, I mean, like he can read because they, like, you know, she's wrote him letters before, but it's just, himself, like, trying to do magic is not his forte and stuff, and a resurrection scroll requires a lot of reading and a lot of ingredients to make sure that, like, it's done right. And so that's why he's just like, I need help with this. But yeah, so I still remember one of the times in particular, which is still like what I default to whenever I'm just like, yeah, you guys want to get real sad, like, sort of thing. So we were all fighting in this one location and everything else, trying to fully make it into town because Bear was in said town and we were trying to rescue him or figure out what the fuck was happening because he just basically up and disappeared, sort of thing. And yeah, there was a lot of chaos. I was eaten partially by a bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta love mimics. It was literally a mimic house, and everything in it was a mimic, as well as the house itself was also a mimic. It was legit a mimic house, and I hated it.
That's like that film, like Monster House. Like the whole thing's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn!
That was exactly what it was. But
Alright,
yeah.
I think we're supposed to be wrapping up around now, so quick fire before we end. What is your favourite thing about D&D?
Oh god. I actually like the roleplay a lot.
Me too.
Like,
I think that's my favourite thing as well.
The character.
Like just like you spoke about that moment where like you were fully in character. I think that's my favourite bit about D&D is when it's the ultimate escapism when I don't even remember that I'm me anymore.
But see, I also use music to get fully into character, so like I'll listen to like a specific playlist that I made for said character.
I'm exactly the same.
And then stuff will happen, and it just hits me like 10 times harder.
Love that, yeah. Alright, well, play D&D, folks, that's what we recommend. Because you can forget that you're you, and that's fun.
I mean, I always forget that I'm me, but what are you talking about?
Right, that's the end of the mod quiz. I'm gonna hop off and have a shower.
Have fun with that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Moth.
Enjoy your shower.
I heard that was very good. You sounded very confident like a presenter, so I appreciate that. Can we get a big sort of thank you, I guess, in the chat for the wonderful contributors to the D&D segment, the wonderful Moth, the wonderful ZMAC, and the wonderful Cat. Especially, of course, I think it came up at some point today, the wonderful Moth who works in the healthcare sector. And we all really appreciate our healthcare workers a lot at the moment. So thank you, Moth, for that. But yeah, how is everyone doing? How was that for everyone? You may notice now there is a time on the screen. Oh, if you want to go, Moth, you can go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing? Hello, Lit. Hello, Kalu. Hello, everyone else that's here, by the way. You may notice now there is a timer.
Ladybug.
It's not started yet, but it will be started when we hit the next hour, because I wanted to have a way of like telling you guys how long we've been streaming for, like overall, because obviously there was either one or where the stream crashed earlier on. So let me show you guys my face. Hi, yes, this is Miney. This is a Miney face. Okay, if I Moth. No, it's not Fox, it's Moth. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so basically that timer, I'll press a button at the hour, someone will probably have to remind me, and it will start and it will just count up until the 48 hour mark. We were going to have to restart the stream anyway because of the fact that Twitch can only go up to 48 hours, and obviously we were going to go slightly over that, so I don't want to have it be cut off. But yeah, now the stream crash is kind of a blessing in disguise because it means we can, it means we can still just do this. But how was the D&D chat, guys? Did you enjoy it? Is anyone here who hadn't played D&D before interested in playing it? I was listening to sort of the ending of it, like I was sort of just doing my own thing, and I put my headphones back on at like 1:30, and I was just listening, and it sounded like some interesting conversations. I heard about Moth being like an older character in one of her campaigns. That made me laugh. But,
I haven't
yeah.
played D&D before.
I love D&D. I've played a few separate campaigns, but like never a full complete campaign, technically. Because like even my longest one, which was the one I was just talking about, where it was Lilith, I still didn't get to fully be involved past a certain point. But then again, I was also thrown in like halfway, essentially too. So it wasn't like I was fully needed. But
It's very much you're in for a bit and then you're out again. You're
yeah,
like a guest character almost.
basically, only I was still pivotal to like some of the characters in particular. So
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, seeing as we're now going into the next part, I'm gonna do.
Yeah, no, I
There. We. Go. 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 There we go.
Yeah.
Now I got moved.
I've yet to play that. I've watched other friends play it quite a bit, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening.
Right.
But
Yeah, I think you should
no,
be
so
good. Yeah, you're good, Rebecca. If you want to join.
my
You should be able to get in.
first ever D&D session, it was humans versus zombies.
Oh.
So any special abilities, we did not have anything like that. Legit, our characters were us, and so they had like whatever stats.
I think she's mega lagging because Faz is loading. I think that's taking up all my CPU. So she will be back hopefully
I
in
was
a
really
minute.
good at making Molotov cocktails. Life was fine. Yeah, that only went on for like 4 sessions. She was also kidnapped, tortured a bit by like another group of humans,
no.
and I slowly lost my sanity until like people had to do dice rolls to make sure that I wasn't accidentally throwing a Molotov cocktail at that. Yeah, life was fine.
Okay, but
Hi,
for some reason
everybody.
my Discord's gone
Hi,
very,
Ladybug.
very robotic all of a sudden. 1 second, I'm going to try to leave close and shutting and opening Discord again. I don't know why it went so robotic, sorry guys. I'm going to shut Discord down and see if that makes a difference. How is the Faz audio? Faz audio isn't like glitched, is it? It's just Discord, which I'm assuming is because it's connected. I was moving you all into the public VC. Well, not the public one, the semi-public one. Where people can join. There's a system to this. Hello?
Hello?
Why are you guys suddenly so robotic?
It's because he fucking moved us.
I
I'll
told
just
you there's a
connect and
system.
reconnect.
I have a system for this.
Okay.
I know it's still robotic, look.
Really? Have y'all gone?
How can I don't know how to fix this. Bear, where's Bear? Bear, is there a bear out there? Closing anything I don't need open. I think it's okay. Oh, it's a bit better. Max say something.
Hello?
That's better. That'll do.
Okay. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll
Yeah.
do.
It's definitely a my end issue, Lit, I'm fairly certain.
Oh, fun.
I don't see why. Because it's like, I moved us up into this VC and now you guys have been hearing each other fine. I think you guys can still hear each other fine. I think it's me that's having the issue. And it's probably because I'm like streaming and just cool playing fans and doing all this stuff at once, There's a lot going on my computer.
Oh yeah, Miney. There was some cursed games of Faz last night.
Oh jeez.
Which also included me dying, and I was like in the corner of a closet, and Drea ended up hiding with me as well too. While my friend Dyso was still alive, holding the cards after I died, and yeah, let's just say that it looks like I'm trying to pull Drea's head to my dead body to smell my ass. It's pretty fucking funny.
Jesus.
Should have gotten a picture of it.
Is it a life split that's lacking it? It shouldn't be. I've only got like the bare minimum.
Here, smell my ass. Let me know if it's clean or not.
Okay. So.
Oh my god.
I'm lacking enough with audio. You think I'm gonna be able to watch a fucking stream?
It's me just pulling up the photos.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just photos. So.
With cat hair coffee.
Oh Jesus.
So obviously I was dead. There's my shoe that I was throwing in the air. And then Shazam, just hear Drea smell my ass.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Jesus Christ. I can hear us on the distance stream. That was too much.
Just like a dog.
Okay.
Gotta get to know him by smelling your ass.
So good. It's so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the fast scene. I've just realised my webcam's not on this scene, and neither is the nested scene apparently. I never set up the nested scene, did I?
Come on down to Dyso's Crooked Door Emporium. Oh yeah, so Miney, you know how everybody's just saying like, yeah, you're always breaking doors and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh no, there's people that break them even more than I do.
Oh yeah.
Here's one of those. I'm just going to post it in Faz if I can find Faz again. There we go. Upload file. Ta-da!